We love Gotham and you should too. Today we're going to be talking about the Court of Owls because they were announced as coming to the show Gotham in the future. What is the Court of Owls, or should I say, who is the Court of Owls? They are a secret organization that's been in Gotham City for centuries, and some say even since the colonial times. They have bases of operation all over the city and the city's oldest structures, and there's even a nursery rhyme associated with them that's been passed down for centuries in Gotham. Their members include some of Gotham's wealthiest and oldest family members, such as Lincoln March and Joseph and Maria Powers. Leaders of the organization seem to be humans, and they wear an owl mask over their face to cover it up and hide their identities from the rest of the members. The rest of the court, however, seem to be some form of human-owl hybrids, with their own faces being distorted owl faces, long claws, and they have bizarre eating styles. We don't know if this is actually something that happens in the Court of Owls, or if this is something that their unique brand of drugs makes the victims see. The court does use highly trained assassins known as Talons to carry out their biddings, and the Talons have been completely loyal to the court, and there's always been one active for them at a time. However, they rest in caskets within the main headquarters of the court, where they're kept in hibernation for up to decades before they're revived to be used as an assassin. The court first appears to take notice of Bruce Wayne in the storyline The Court of Owls when he's announcing his plans to rebuild Gotham City for the future. They sentenced him to death and sent a Talon after him. When the Talon fails to kill Batman, Batman begins to investigate. He discovers that the court has headquarters in hidden rooms in almost every building established by the Alan Wayne Trust Fund. They then try to kill him again by blowing up their most recent base, and they fail again. Batman then goes to the sewer where Alan Wayne's body was found, and the Talon abducts him and ends up trapping him in a massive labyrinth that the court uses for all of their victims. He then spends a week without food and is to the point of hallucinations. Then in the labyrinth there is a story of every person that they have ever killed until he ends up in a room that has the story of his death. The Talon then walks up and begins to stab him. The court then reveals itself to Batman and sentences Batman to a brutal beating to death. The Talon and the Owls then beat on Batman until he gathers the last of his strength to tear the Owls away and deliver a beatdown to the Talon and escapes. The court, then angered by his escape, awakens all of the Talons in the caskets to reclaim the city as their own because they feel that they should be the only true legend in Gotham, not the Batman. Lincoln March then kind of came to the forefront because he believed that he was Thomas Wayne Jr., Bruce Wayne's younger brother. He was said to be born prematurely as a result of an attempted murder on Martha Wayne's life by the Court of the Owls. He was then placed in the Willowwood Home for Children, where he remained until the court took him in and raised him as one of their pawns. The court then gave him the name Lincoln March, and he grew to become one of their top members throughout the years. He then ended up trying to run for mayor and was present when the court first attempted to assassinate Bruce Wayne. Later on, Lincoln ended up assassinating several members of the court by poisoning them and then setting up his own murder. He survived his murder because he took the regenerative compound that the court uses on its many Talons. And taking up a modernized Talon suit, he then goes on to fight Batman at the Willowwood orphanage, only to be caught in the explosion meant to kill Batman. He then appears again during the Batman Eternal storyline, still intent on killing Batman, and when he ended up being surrounded by Batman's allies, he used a smoke grenade and escaped into the tunnels underneath Gotham, where Jim stopped Batman from chasing him. In those tunnels, the Court of the Owls then recaptured him after what he did to their leaders, and with no sympathy for him, they locked him away in stasis to be released maybe a few decades later. So what are your thoughts on the Court of the Owls? How do you think they're going to be implemented in Gotham? And with the Court of the Owls arriving in Gotham, do you think we're going to see a Talon? Our guess is that it will be a new storyline of the court seeing Bruce Wayne as a child and seeing a way that they can possibly use him while trying to take down Jim Gordon. But that is just our crazy theory. Leave your thoughts in the comments down below and give this video a like if you learned something, and I'll see you guys next time right here at CTV.